Hi everybody, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you the 3 main foods that you should be stocking up on, and it's not what you think. I hope you keep watching. So today we're going to go to the grocery store and I'm going to show you 3 things that you should be stocking on right now. And it's not what you think. You hear so many preppers, they tell you to stock up on this and toilet paper and stock up on all that. Well, things like toilet paper and stuff like that, you can make do with what you have. There's been many videos talking about how to make cloths and things like that. This is something that you need because it's going to help feed you and it can last you a long time if stored properly. So let's go to the grocery store and let me show you what those 3 things are. All right, everyone, so we got the 3 things. We got potatoes, we got onions, yeah, and we got carrots. 3 staples that you should be stocking up on right now. But there's some things you need to know a little bit if you want to stock them up for the whole winter long. I have an out porch. It's called an out porch. It is not heated, but there is a furnace in there that runs our hot water. So that room never freezes. So you want to have these root crop vegetables, you want to have them in about 40 degrees. So it doesn't freeze, but it doesn't get that hot. But there's some things you need to know. Now this is in a brown bag, and that's why I chose this, but I am going to store it for my long-term storage. Do not ever put potatoes in the refrigerator. That makes them turn into starch. And you don't want no light. You cannot have light with your potatoes. And don't store your potatoes in their plastic bag because plastic bags keep moisture in. And you don't want that because one rotten potato is gonna rot everything. But let me show you my foolproof way. I did this video a couple years ago and it went crazy. Everybody was watching this video on how the Amish store potatoes long-term without refrigeration. I can store my potatoes even in the summertime this way. There's 2 things. No sunlight. Sunlight turns your potatoes green. Green, too much green can really harm you. Do not eat green potatoes. Always peel the peelings if it's green and cut out the green. You don't want any of that. Number 2 is ventilation. Your potatoes will sweat and you need ventilation. So here we go. This is what I do. Right, we have a bucket. Now, you don't have to have a bucket. Preferably, you want to have something metal. You really don't want plastic. So people ask me about bins and things like that. You generally don't want plastic. It'd be better for you to find an old basket than it would be to have plastic. This is the old kettle. And look at the bottom of it, has a little bit of rust. That's all right. That's not gonna hurt anything. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take an old cloth. Now I have these I got for free. Remember I got these pillowcases for free? Well, they come in handy. You're gonna put a pillowcase or cloth on the bottom of your container. Just like that. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna open our potatoes and put them in here. We're gonna put our potatoes in. Now you're going to inspect your potatoes to make sure that none of them are rotten or soft. This one here is a little bit soft. We'll put that one on top. As you can see, this one has a scab on it. We'll put that on top. Gonna go ahead and open the other one. I paid $3.99 for these, for a 10-pound bag. There was plenty of potatoes where we were, but people say there's a potato shortage. I don't know if that's true or not. There was plenty at the discount grocery store. I'm gonna go ahead and fill the rest. Now I did grow some of my own potatoes, but I already have them in a bucket and they will not last me all year. Now these two we're gonna put on top. Now we're not finished yet. Okay, now we're gonna take our other cloth and we're gonna put this over top. Just like this. Now we're gonna cover them. Make sure they're covered. All right, now we do want to cover them like this. But you're not gonna keep the cover on tight, you're gonna go like this. You could get away with just having the blanket or the pillowcase or the old cloth on top. You could get away with just doing that if you want it, but if you want it extra safe, you're gonna put a lid on it to let some air in here. You wanna have some air. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to put this way over there. That's where I store all of my crops. Now, with the onions are different. You're gonna keep them right in this and you're going to hang it on a nail. Hang this on the nail, don't let it sit on the ground. If you let it sit on the ground, they can freeze on the bottom of them, or the ground, it can make them softer. You wanna hang them just like this. So I go ahead and hang these on a nail in that outpout, in that pantry. Now we're gonna deal with carrots, and we're gonna deal with carrots here in just a moment. Let me go ahead and put all of this stuff away. I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, so here we have our bowl that we're gonna put the carrot ends. Now let me show you. So here are the carrots. You don't want them in this plastic bag. Now you can have them in plastic, but as you can see, the tops are starting to rot already. These carrots wouldn't last more than a week. What you're gonna do is, you're going to take the heads off the tops. Let me show you. Like this, take a look. See how slimy that is? That is not gonna last you long at all. What you're gonna do is you're gonna cut off the tops. And you can cut off the bottom too. We're not washing them, we're not making them wet, but see how that looks? Just gonna go ahead, cut all the tops off. Now your carrots are going to last you at least a couple months. Now these I do store in the refrigerator. You can store these at room temperature in sand if you have sand, but I do not have enough of sand to show you today. So these will go in the refrigerator. But these can sit out as well if it's in a very cool 40-degree unheated room, but you don't want it to freeze. But see how that looks? So we're just going to go ahead and cut off all the tops of these. Now I am going to be freezing these with Lipton onion soup mix here in a video coming up, but you can store these for many months like this. All right, now you have the carrots without the tops on them. We're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put them in a bag. So I rebagged them. They're nice and dry, they're not wet. You don't want to wash them if you're storing them long term. Now you're going to take your knife and you're going to poke holes in them. Just a couple holes. Just like that. And that is how you store carrots. And that is a sure way to store carrots for long term. Remember, when you buy carrots, right here when I was talking, I didn't look at the end of it. The end of it was soft. That would have rotted the carrot, and that carrot would have rotted all the others. Take your carrots out of the bags, look through them, and then repackage them. Now, I just showed you how to have carrots, onions, and potatoes for at least 6 months if stored properly. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.